Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Saturday, June 29th, 2024. I am Lance Brock on a very rainy Saturday morning here in Taylor, Michigan. And now got a little bit of thunder. Hopefully everyone can hear okay. The weather definitely not working very well with the podcast this morning. Hope everyone listening right now is having a great Saturday morning so far. One day away from the AEW NJPW Forbidden Door pay-per-view tomorrow night, and tonight is the last stop, the last show, I should say, before Forbidden Door. But first, I just want to talk about real quick last night's SmackDown. Not gonna cover the whole show, but last night we did get, I will mention real quick, we did get a tribute video to Sika Anoa'i from the Wild Samoans, which was a very nice video. And the closing segment of SmackDown last night saw the new Bloodline, or Bloodline 2.0, whichever you want to call it, turn on Paul Heyman after he said, "Solo, I love you. I acknowledge that you are not my tribal chief." They turned on Paul Heyman and destroyed him, giving him a Shield powerbomb through the announcer's table. I think Heyman now might be out for a little bit after taking this powerbomb through the table. But this is definitely a good way to set up a babyface turn for not only Jimmy Uso maybe, but also Roman Reigns when he returns to television. Could even have this new Bloodline versus original Bloodline feud. Even if they bring back Jey Uso and maybe even Sami Zayn over from Raw and have them join forces once again with Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns to take on this new version of the Bloodline. It would be a bit of a stretch all the way to November, but that could possibly be even a War Games match between the two sides. But I think that would be definitely a very good War Games match. But like I said, you would have to stretch it out all the way to November for that War Games match to work. But who knows? That is one thing they did right with the Bloodline storyline when Sami was involved. It was the long-term storytelling of that really worked. And got it over and made it the good angle that it was. I apologize if it's a little hard to hear me right now with the rain. Trying to talk a little louder, trying to talk over the rain. Like I said the other day, I don't know why it rains in the morning while people are trying to record episodes of their podcast while they're walking to work. But unfortunately, Mother Nature, the weather, is just rude like that sometimes. And tonight we have AEW Saturday Collision on TNT, 8 p.m. Eastern. Not live though. This is a taped episode of Collision this week. The final episode of Collision before tomorrow night's AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And on tonight's episode of Collision, we have the AEW World Championship weigh-in with the AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay before their World Championship match tomorrow night at Forbidden Door. And we have a qualifying match on the women's side of the O&R Foundation Cup tournament. Deonna Purrazzo taking on Hikaru Shida. Daniel Garcia in action taking on the Butcher. And we have trios action. And it is Mark Briscoe, Dante Martin with Lio Rush taking on the team of Jack Perry, El Phantasmo, and Konosuke Takeshita. That should be a pretty good match. The Professor Selena Deeb will be in action as well. And Hechicero will also be in action tonight before his match tomorrow against MJF at Forbidden Door. So that is what we have in store for tonight on AEW Collision. Remember, it is a taped episode tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern on TNT. And tomorrow is the big one, AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door, live on pay-per-view. That's all for this Saturday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Once again, I apologize for the rain. Hope it didn't make it too hard to hear. In the comment section, you can go there right now and leave your thoughts and your opinions on last night's episodes of WWE SmackDown and AEW Rampage. And while you're there, go ahead and leave your last minute predictions for Forbidden Door tomorrow night. All that in your comment section, either here on Spreaker, YouTube, or wherever you listen to 360 Wrestling Podcast at. If the website or app you listen to on has a comment section, it's that simple. And I will be back tomorrow for the Sunday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans, and we'll preview tomorrow night's Forbidden Door pay-per-view. So hope you will all join me once again right here tomorrow morning. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.